Welcome to this virtual launch of Solar Harvest Community Energy Cooperative. We hope in this information session we can provide you with a little bit of knowledge as to how the cooperative will work and who we are. Some years ago, we realized that there are many people in the community who would like to take some active participation in attempting to limit global warming and to ensure that our society remains sustainable. We acknowledge that there are many people in South Australia who have already installed solar systems on their roofs. However, the cost of such solar systems may sometimes be beyond the reach of community organisations and small businesses. So our small group of volunteers decided to try to develop a system which would enable anyone, anywhere, to facilitate the installation of solar systems in our community. We investigated methods which were used elsewhere in Australia and indeed around the world, and we decided that to achieve our aims we should try to establish a cooperative.
So how will all this work? Well, if a person was keen to see an increase in solar power in our systems through this region, if a person were really interested to see renewable energy starting to spread through the whole of our region, if a person were interested in building community spirit so that people feel as though they've got some agency in the power production of an area, then becoming a member of the cooperative, which is a community energy cooperative, would be a way to do this. Then, if you become a member, you'll be kept in touch with everything we're doing, you'll be kept in touch with the projects as they develop, and hopefully, as a member of the co-op, you will also be involved from time to time with the actual businesses or organisations and become accustomed to what they're doing because they are also going to be part of the cooperative. Now, the money that will come from your shares that you buy, that money will be invested in photovoltaic systems on the roofs of small businesses and organisations. And those panels and systems as a whole will be leased from the cooperative. And so over 4 to 5 years, the total cost of those panels will be paid back. And that would mean that after 4 or 5 years, the organisation will have 100% of the power that is being produced by those panels to help lower their power bills. And hopefully, after 4 or 5 years, there may be a small surplus that the co-op has made, and if that's the case, then some of that will be a return on the investment of those who have been our shareholders, our members. So if you are keen to participate in something like this, then first of all, make sure that you've had a look at the disclosure statement and the rules of the organisation, which you can find on our website. And that will give you some idea of how we propose in more detail to proceed with the business of the co-op. Download those, read them carefully, and make sure that this co-op meets your expectation of what you want to have happen in our community.
It's really exciting to have an opportunity to invest in solar energy in our region. The cooperative is the first of its kind actually in South Australia. What do I do if I want to become a member?
So we've decided that the membership shares will be $500 each. So you need to have at least one share to become a member of the co-op. You can buy as many shares as you like, as long as you don't end up with more than 20% of the total shareholdings. Also, an important thing about being a co-op is that it's one member, one vote. So even if you do hold 20% of the shares, you still only get one vote when it comes to decision making for the co-op. So that's a really important thing that we liked because it makes sure that everyone's voice is equally heard. As many people as you like can chip in together to own a share. If you want to do that, you can get the money from your mates or your family and buy one share between you all, that would be fine. Also, there's a one-off administration fee of $50 for the first time that you buy shares. If you come back later and buy more shares, you don't have to pay an extra administration fee. And you buy the shares through our website, which is www.solarharvest.coop or co-op, and there's a shopping cart on there. Hopefully it makes sense.
If you think that your business or organisation could be an ideal project for Solar Harvest, there are 4 things to consider. Firstly, it is best if you operate 5 days a week during daylight hours. Next, if your electricity bills are somewhere between perhaps $60,000 and $6,000 per annum, then that would probably make you an ideal project. You need available roof space, which is pretty evident for solar panels. And also, if you're a renter, then your landlord would need to be agreeable. But best of all, if you are a project, then you can be assured that you will save money on your energy bills and with no upfront cost to you.
So there's a couple of ways that you can be involved with Solar Harvest that we've spoken about. Obviously, becoming a member is a really exciting way to participate in putting more renewables into our region, and helping your business or local community organisation become a project host for us is also really cool. The other things that we're always after, of course, are volunteers. So if you want to help us with our community outreach, marketing, financials, writing our newsletter, going and talking to people, any of those things, we would love to have you on board.
And please do sign up to our newsletter. It will keep you informed of what we're up to, and also please let your family and friends know about us.